Questioning the Narrative: Is Evolution Truly Settled Science, written by Michael Behe. We are often told that evolution is a fact, as certain as the sun rising each morning. But is this really true? Should we simply accept such a claim without critical examination? True science thrives on questioning, on scrutinizing even the most fundamental assumptions. When it comes to the origin of life and the incredible diversity of living organisms, can random mutations and natural selection truly account for it all? Or is there more to the story, a deeper truth waiting to be uncovered? The theory of evolution proposes that life arose from non-living matter through a series of chance events. Then, over eons, simple life forms gradually transformed into the complex plants and animals we see today. This process, driven by natural selection acting on random mutations, is presented as the sole explanation for the wonders of the living world. However, many scientists and thinkers are beginning to question this narrative. They point to the intricate complexity of biological systems, the elegance of design found throughout nature, and the profound challenges to Darwinian mechanisms. They see evidence pointing towards an alternative explanation: intelligent design. This view doesn't deny the reality of change over time, which we observe in things like antibiotic resistance. Instead, it proposes that a guiding intelligence played a crucial role in the origin and development of life. Much like an architect designs a building or a composer creates a symphony. The evidence for this, they argue, is abundant and compelling. This essay will explore some of the key flaws in the theory of evolution and present compelling evidence for intelligent design. It's time to look beyond the prevailing dogma and consider the possibility of a universe shaped by intelligence, purpose, and design. The code of life. Can randomness produce exquisite complexity? At the heart of every living cell lies DNA, the molecule of life. This intricate double helix contains a vast library of information, a detailed blueprint for building and maintaining an organism. The sheer complexity of DNA is staggering. It contains billions of bits of information, all carefully arranged in a precise sequence. Imagine trying to create a complex computer program by randomly typing letters on a keyboard. The chances of success are virtually non-existent. Yet the theory of evolution asks us to believe that something far more complex, the DNA code, arose by pure chance. How could such an elaborate information system, upon which all life depends, arise from random interactions of molecules? This question lies at the heart of the debate between evolution and intelligent design.
Proponents of intelligent design argue that the presence of such a sophisticated information system strongly points to the work of an intelligent agent, a mind capable of conceiving and implementing such a system. Consider the analogy of a book. A book contains letters arranged into words, words into sentences, and sentences into paragraphs, all conveying a coherent message. No one would argue that a book, with its complex language and structure, came into being by mere chance. It is evident that a mind, that of an author, conceived and crafted the book's content. Similarly, the DNA code, with its intricate arrangement of genetic information, strongly suggests the work of an intelligent designer. To believe that such a system arose solely through random mutations and natural selection stretches the bounds of credulity. The evidence points towards a more compelling explanation: the ingenious design of a master architect.
Mutations and their limits: breaking things down, not building up. Evolutionists often point to mutations, random changes in DNA, as the driving force of evolutionary progress. These errors in the genetic code, they argue, provide the raw material for natural selection to work its magic, gradually shaping new features and ultimately new species. However, a closer look at mutations reveals a different story. While mutations can indeed lead to changes in an organism, these changes are overwhelmingly harmful or neutral at best. Think of it like randomly changing lines of code in a complex software program. While a few changes might go unnoticed, the vast majority will either have no effect or introduce bugs, making the program less functional.
Numerous studies, like the long-term E. coli experiment conducted by Richard Lenski, have demonstrated the limitations of mutations. Despite decades of observing billions of generations of bacteria, the experiment has failed to produce any genuinely new genetic information or novel functions. Instead, the observed changes have mostly involved breaking down existing genes or tweaking existing functions. Mutations, it turns out, are more like wrenches thrown into the delicate machinery of life. They can sometimes lead to minor adjustments, but they are incapable of producing the fundamentally new structures and information required for truly novel features and body plans. Imagine trying to turn a bicycle into a motorcycle by simply adding or removing parts at random. You might end up with a broken bicycle, but you'll never achieve the complexity of a motorcycle. This inherent limitation of mutations poses a significant challenge to the theory of evolution. If the primary mechanism of evolution is incapable of generating the raw materials for new biological features, then the grand narrative of gradual evolution from simple to complex life becomes highly implausible. The evidence suggests that something more than random mutations is needed to explain the origin of life's diversity and complexity.
The male and female mystery, a puzzle evolution can't solve. The existence of distinct male and female sexes, each with their own complementary reproductive systems, is a fundamental feature of the natural world. From the intricate dance of pollination in plants to the elaborate courtship rituals of animals, the male and female forms are designed to work together, ensuring the continuation of life. But how could such a system, requiring the simultaneous presence of two distinct yet compatible forms, have arisen gradually through random evolutionary processes? The odds of both sexes evolving independently yet in perfect coordination, each with the necessary traits to successfully reproduce, are astronomically small. Imagine trying to build two complex machines, each with intricate gears and mechanisms, by randomly adding or removing parts. The chances of both machines not only functioning independently but also working together seamlessly are practically zero.
The challenge of explaining the origin of sexes is compounded by the fact that many species exhibit distinct differences between males and females beyond their reproductive organs. These secondary sexual characteristics, such as the peacock's vibrant plumage or the lion's majestic mane, often serve no apparent survival advantage and can even be detrimental. How could such elaborate and seemingly non-essential features have evolved through the gradual accumulation of random mutations? And how could these traits, specific to one sex, have arisen and persisted in the population without a corresponding advantage for the other sex? The existence of sexes, with their intricate complementarity and often extravagant features, points towards a deliberate design, a plan that goes beyond the capabilities of random mutations and natural selection. It suggests the work of a mind that envisioned not only individual organisms, but also the intricate relationships and interactions that bind them together.